enjoying this live, cool. If not, maybe you'll hear it later. This is like part 3. And it's talking about herbs, right? Herbs that I have over the years come to realize is good to have in your home. So if you get sick, feeling under the weather, low in energy, tired or whatever, these are the herbs that hopefully can help you, because these are herbs that have been helping me. Because, we all going to get sick. Somewhere along the line, you will get sick. And you want to, have certain herbs in the home. If you want more information, you can inbox me. I keep thinking I'm on Instagram. For some reason, Instagram has blocked me. So you can inbox me. Most of the herbs, practically all the herbs I use are organic. They come in powder form, or if you want them in cut and sifted, where you can make your tea, we have information about that as well. So here's the deal. And I'm really more inspired to speak about this because it's just, life in general, and reading people's posts, and just, people, people people you don't know, family members getting sick. A lot of times we think, oh, it's just old people that's going to get sick. And then when it's someone young, we be like, oh my God, what's happening? And so what we want to do, we want to make sure that we have certain herbs in the house to help us, and help our loved ones. So this way, we can be in a position where we can have remedies right in our home, right in the cabinet, right in the refrigerator and stuff. Because basically with me, what I do is I blend my herbs in advance. I'll make 3 jars because it's, mainly me and my daughter. And I would drink half of the blend. I used to drink all of the blend, but I'll drink half of it. And the reason why, because if you're out and about, it will make you go to the bathroom and stuff like that. So I said, I'll drink half of it, or I might just take a couple of swallows if I know I'm going to be out. Because the purpose of the blends is, detoxifying, cleaning, purging. You may be sweating, dependent. Especially like if, you're, like if you're sick and you're trying to recalibrate yourself to where you can feel good again. So you want to have certain herbs. The first herb that I ever really started using, was red clover. And I met another brother. He was telling me about how somebody had a real bad illness and the red clover was helping them, but they stopped taking it. See, that's another thing too. You want to use these herbs continuously. Like if you got them in the cabinet, surround your life around. I'm making my herbal smoothies. I'm making my herbal blends. I'm doing specific things to keep my immune system strong. You really want to do that, people. I'm telling you. And another thing I've realized too, you want to make sure you're getting proper rest. And you want to make sure your eating is correct, meaning you're not eating and then falling asleep with a stomach full of food. Or you're not up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Or, I kind of went overboard on that. But you're not up too late and your body's not getting the rest. Now, I've been on like a 3-day new life. I'm going to call it a new life, cosmic elevation, healing of insight. Because I already had the information. A lot of times we got information, we talk the information, we spread the information, but sometimes we don't even apply the information to our own self. And see, what I realize is if you get sick and you have information and healings and this and that and you're getting sick, something is amiss. Either you're not sleeping right or your frequency is off or you're not really using your medicine, your magic accordingly. And then it's just a natural fact of life where people will get sick. So we want to make sure we have certain herbs in the house. Red clover is one. When I first started with red clover, I had it in bush form because I would make a tea. And now I got it in powder where I can just blend with my other herbs and stuff and with my fruits and stuff and drink it on an empty stomach so it can go directly to my bloodstream. But like I said, if you got to go out early in the morning, you maybe want to just take like 1 or 2 gulps. If you don't know how to make your blends, you can inbox me for information. So, I had told y'all a long while back I had got real deathly ill in my home. And I told you because I had bought this big giant crystal from another vendor who I never bought from before. And it turned out that it was a fake crystal. And I smelled it. I had to smell my crystals. Because, crystals got smells in them. But I don't smell crystals no more. And whatever they made it with went in my nose. And it started poisoning my system. Where I had the room was spinning. Oh man, I thought I was going to die. So I used yellow dock, burdock, elderberry. It took me like about 7, 8 days. And then it came back a little bit, so then I added more of the formulas that I was using and other formulas, and I worked with certain crystals and stuff. So that made me say, hey, you got to be proactive, because once you are sick and then you get better, now you want to keep getting better. You don't want to say, okay, I'm out of the woods now, everything is over, I'm cool. No, you want to keep getting better as far as healing your frequency, So that means there's certain regimens you want to keep up in your life and you want to teach your children about this. Yo, these flies over here are literally biting, man. This is kind of weird. So, and you want to literally, I'm not going to really show my face because I don't really see nobody on anyway, but you can just hear the voice, whatever. So, you want to make sure that you have certain herbs in your home that's going to recalibrate your immune system, bring you back to life and slowly pull you up out of that sickness, that uneven, unbalanced frequency, so you can get a recharge and stuff like that. This is what we want to do. And so, red clover, I highly recommend. Like I said, you can always inbox us. We'll give you information. Elderberry, I definitely recommend. Burdock, definitely recommend. Yellow dock, definitely recommend. Because that strengthens your blood and it gets toxins out of your blood. Because a lot of times those illnesses is in our blood. That's why when you go to the doctor, they say, you got to take blood. And if it's a good doctor, they're going to tell you, this is what's going on. Because I learned that from this this Caucasian doctor, you know. I said, what's those numbers? And she was telling me that means your system is alkaline and this and that, you know. Yeah, 'cause some doctors, they ain't gonna tell you nothing, man. It seems like you be like at their beck and call, you know. It's like, you know, like they got my life in their hand, and I don't know nothing about, you know, how to get myself situated, get my condition together. And so they become like my God, man. And I'm not, you know, I don't want to be in a situation like that where I'm depending on you to save me and this and that. Now, only unless I don't have information. But these flies are tearing my little leg up, man. I don't know why. Next time I'll bring out some peppermint spray. They don't like that. With some cloves. Anyway, so what I'm saying is that we want to make sure that, you know, we have certain herbs in the house. And let me switch over, because I'm really out here to get this sunlight, y'all. I'm going to be real with y'all. Because like I said, you know, you know, like, you will get sick. Life is going to show up, and, you know, you're going to get sick. And so you want to make sure that you got certain things that, you know, to help you. You know, so we spoke about red clover. We spoke about burdock. We spoke about yellow dock. Also sarsaparilla. You definitely want to have that. That's full of iron. A lot of those herbs have iron in them. You know, and like those herbs, you know, have specifics, meaning they do specific things too. And so, like I said, yellow dock, burdock, sarsaparilla, red clover. Oh, dandelion, you definitely want to have that. You definitely want to have also milk thistle. That's good for your liver, because your liver is like the powerhouse. Everything goes through that liver. And also, you know, you want to, like I said, the dandelion, because also the liver, the kidneys. And another thing too, I've added in my regimen over the last 10 years was pure unprocessed cocoa. Yeah, that's something that you definitely want to have in your regimen, because the cocoa has magnesium, and that, you know, keeps diabetes from even happening. A lot of times people got diabetes because their magnesium is low and their diet is poor, junk food, you know. So this is just my journey, my experience. So, and I've listed a few of those herbs, but there's like a lot of them. I have so many. Listen. Oh, sea moss, definitely. You definitely want to have that sea moss in your life. So I have like so many different herbs that I use them. I don't suggest. I tried moringa. I would not use moringa again, because from my studying, it's a hybrid, but I'm not knocking it. But for me, I would not use it. And another thing too, slippery elm, if you're going to use it, I would use it by itself. I wouldn't mix it with nothing. But I learned that from another master herbalist, you know, so I would have to like confer more with him, you know, because I used moringa with slippery elm, and I didn't like how it made me feel. So I said, no, I won't use the moringa. Then I saw he did a video. He said, don't mix nothing with slippery elm. I said, oh, that's why I was feeling like that. So anyway, so, you know, like there's certain herbs you want to have to sustain you and to keep your blood clean. You know, also mullein, you want to have your mullein, because mullein is good for your lungs, your bronchies, give you that strength, you know, you need and stuff like that to keep your lungs strong. What else? Mullein, I said mullein. Oh yeah, the wormwood, you definitely want to have some wormwood in the house. You would have to inbox me, I'll give you more information about the wormwood, you know, because I don't want, you know, you can't really talk about everything on the internet no more, you know what I'm saying? It's like some Gestapo kind of thing now, you know, you can't even be free, you know? You're free to live and you're free to die. As far as having a whole lot of other freedoms, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but I just want to say you want to be prepared and have certain herbs in your home. That's the main thing. You can have all the toilet paper and the pine sol and Lysol and this and that. Yeah, that's cool. But what about the necessary minerals that you're going to need to keep yourself strong if you should get sick, or if somebody in the household should get sick? You want to make sure you got certain herbs. Also, you want to get certain books. Back to Eden by Jack Clark. You want to make sure you have that book. That was one of my first books. That's the book that got me into the Red Clover. You know, because the Claus family, they were a family of Caucasians, and they lived close to the earth, and they documented everything. Yeah, why this herb did that, blah, 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 and stuff like that. And that's like my go-to. It's called Back to Eden. I have a couple of copies available. But, like I said, you really want to make sure that also black seed oil, colloidal silver, oregano oil, what else? There's a variety, but that colloidal silver is definitely powerful. Oregano oil, black seed oil is definitely powerful. Those things you want to have in your regimen. Like me, I get up in the morning, you know, after I, you know, do my task or whatever. I'll take me a little drop of the colloidal silver, spoonful of black seed, a little smidgen of the oregano oil, you know, drink some Shungite crystal water behind it, and then maybe drink my blend depending on what are my activities for the day, either half of it, or take a couple of gulps or whatever, eat some fruit, have some fruit in my bag, have Shungite crystal water in my bag, maybe a spelt, you know, spelt bread with organic sunflower butter or peanut butter with organic honey. You know, I stopped eating wheat bread, you know, and you know, just so if I'm out and about and I get hungry, and also have dates in the bag, you know, so, you know, something like that. So if I'm hungry, I got something I can dig in the bag and eat until I get home. And my meal may consist of black rice, a salad, salmon in the wild, cod in the wild, something along that line. Or maybe just the rest of the blend and stuff, because I noticed that, okay, today's 3 days I've been on this regimen, right, because, you know, I had got sick, right? And I already knew what to do because I've been sick before. But let me just say this. Once you become sick or have gotten sick and you use regimens that are close to the earth, now you got resourceful thinking and resourceful information that you can always tap back into to bring yourself back, bring your health back, to get you back together. And this is what we want to do. So that way, hopefully, I don't got to run to no hospital. And I don't got to run to no hospital. And, yo, these flies are biting me over here, y'all. So I'm going to move from over here. Yeah, they're making a meal of my leg. So I'm going to sit maybe over here. So my thing is that I want to be able to, as long as I'm in the sun, I'm okay. I want to be able to help myself. Yeah, I want to be able to help myself, man. I don't want to be feeling like, man, I got to keep running to people to help me. You know what I'm saying? When I already been doing my studying and I've been like sitting still with myself. That's another thing too, man. You got to listen to your body. Sometimes we get so out of touch with what's going on with ourselves, and next thing you know, we get sick and it comes out of nowhere. Usually your body will give you signals, and then sometimes the sickness will come out of nowhere and stuff, but You gotta be able or to have been paying so much attention to yourself that you can tell, hold up, I'm feeling a little extra tired here. Hold up, I'm irritable. Hold up, I ain't got no appetite. Hold up, I'm stuffy. Hold up, I got it, I'm feeling a little dizzy here. You know, like looking at all of the different things that normally don't happen, or if it has happened, you know, you're using what the Creator has given you to help you heal yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or just keep yourself together. You know, but the main thing is I'm realizing more and more. I don't care what nobody say. That blood, you got to keep your blood clean, keep your colon clean, and keep your blood strong. You have to. I'm telling you, you have to. You know, and so this is my 3-day. Like, I've been getting in bed before 10, not eating after 8, and I've been waking up feeling better and then coming out and getting that sunlight. Yeah. So I'm contributing to my well-being. Because sometimes when you feel sick or under the weather, you be like, oh man, I'm going to stay in the bed. Oh man, I'm going to stay in the house, because you feel safer. And you feel maybe a little wobbly or whatever. And you may not feel at your strongest. You may feel vulnerable. But it's okay. You got to still push yourself. You still got to come outside and stuff like that. And see, by you doing that, that's going to be more better for you, because that means now that you're showing up for yourself. And you're being more proactive for yourself, for your life, and for your growth, and for your health. And I think that's very, very important, because like I said, I remember the first time I got real sick. Don't you know all the different things I got in the house? That stuff didn't mean nothing to me. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the stuff we got, we bought, right? When you get sick, that stuff don't mean shit no more. All them shoes and jewelry, and maybe a few bucks you got, that don't mean nothing no more. You be trying to figure out, yo, man, I'm sick. I don't like this feeling, man. I want to feel better. And if you smart, you're going to be thinking, what do I need to do to get my health back together? What do I need to do, you know, to get what it is that I need to get back together? And then you're going to do your research, or you're going to already have information, and then you're just going to apply it at that given time, because that's the time for you to apply the information. Because a lot of time, yo, that fly was biting up on me, man. Because what it is a lot of times, you know, you might know about yellow dock and elderberry and all this stuff, and you don't even use it. You know what I'm saying? You might know about sea moss and black seed oil and colloidal silk, but you don't even use it, but you know about it. Yeah, you might have all these books about this, about that, and all this other stuff, but you don't even use it. So what I'm saying is that we want to be at a situation, and I know I'm repeating myself, we want to be at a situation where, yo, you know what? We're going to use the things that we know is right for us to keep us together. Especially when you're sick. Yeah. And if it's just you and family's not nearby, that's when you really going to have to be proactive in taking better care of yourself. Getting yourself more stronger together. More strongly together for your family and stuff like that. So when push comes to shove, okay, let me go in the cabinet. Matter of fact, let me go in my herbal book first. Boom. Now let me go in the cabinet. Okay. I'm feeling stuffed up. Boom. Got a lot of mucus in me. Let me do this elderberry. And you know, so that means the elderberry gonna like get that mucus out. Like Like literally get that mucus out, and that's what you want. You want to get that mucus out of you. And then if you having problems, I ain't gonna be over here too long. These flies, I don't know. I ain't never experienced this before. Only when I was in Utah. Yeah, I swam in the Salt Lake City River. That's years ago when I was go camp as a kid, and we came out and these big flies was just trying to bite us up. I ain't never experienced this before. That's okay, no big deal. So, and then like, say for instance, if you having trouble where you cannot go to the bathroom, what you want to do, get your aloe vera leaf, a couple of them, cut them up with the skin on them. After you clean it off, get some pineapple, some Shanghai crystal water. That's if you have it. If you're not, I've been telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? Or buy some spring water, and you blend everything together, and you drink it on an empty stomach. It will clean you right out. I'm telling you. You'll be like, wow, this is the best dump I've had in like years and years and years and years. Because that's another thing too. If you're not going to the bathroom, your body's storing a lot of toxins in it. Yeah, you got toxins inside your body. So you really want to make sure that you are strengthening your blood, giving yourself the necessary things that you need to keep yourself together, because you got to live with you. You're going to be with you for a while. And so you want to make sure, okay, I'm living a good life. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But my health is jacked up. I got all this money, got a nice car, got a home, everybody's net, but my health is messed up. Nah, man, I'd rather have my health over everything, man. You know, and so it's not to bash anybody. It's just, you know, we need wake-up calls. Sometimes when we get sick, it's a wake-up call. That's all it is. It's you know, something is saying, yo, there's some things you gotta do, man. There's some things you gotta change. And there's nothing wrong with changing. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing is you gotta get honest within yourself and realize within yourself that you gotta do some things to keep yourself together. You know what I mean? You may have to change your diet, you know, your thought process, whatever it is, man. You know, and your body and your mind, your spirit will tell you what the problem is. All you gotta do is tap in. Look at yourself in the mirror from head to toe. You could have weight issues. You know what I'm saying? You have problems with the weight. Look at that. Or look at issues pertaining to how you think and feel about stuff. So you want to look at all of that. You know? Because the thing is, you know, we aging out. Yeah. And so as we age out, we want to make sure as you age out, we want to age out in grace, in harmony, tranquility, kindness, and love, and be able to understand that, yo, some things may happen. I may not have control. I may feel fearful or scared or whatever, but I do have remedies in my home that I can use, have, create, and put in my system to reinvigorate, recalibrate my system, so that way I can have some quality of life. And this is what we want. Yeah. You know, I remember when I gave up sugar, man, I had to sit down with my daughter, like, listen, we not buying nothing, no more organic Pop-Tarts, none of that. I saw a film about sugar, and I was like, man, I'm thinking because I'm eating organic, I'm all right. Nope, that sugar is a corrosive. And I sat down where I said, listen, and you know what? And over time, she was able to understand that. You know, because I would show her stuff. Like, nah, this is why. You know what I mean? Yeah. And let me just say this. A lot of diseases is family related. Yeah, a lot of them diseases that we have, we got from grandma, grandpa, from our mothers, from auntie and them gatherings and all that. Yeah. A lot of it was forced upon us too. That's another lie. So, here's the deal. If you are looking for a change in your life, right? You can inbox and you can ask me some questions and I will give you some information. Today's my 3rd day on the new life journey. See, because I was doing everything else. You know, I was using the herbs, this and that, but I wasn't getting my proper rest. I was still dealing with being reactive and other stuff like that. Sometimes a little overreactive. Sometimes a little mean. I'm gonna be real. Not mean just to be mean, you know what I'm saying? Mainly impulse control. So that's why certain things kind of happen. So now I'm on the 3rd day of in bed before 10. No eating after 8. I can drink a fluid though, you know, but nothing where I'm chomping. You know, and stuff like that. And, you know, slowly doing the work. And, you know, being responsible for my own well-being and my own health. Basically. And so this is, you know, what I'm sharing as far as my journey. Now you got to ask yourself, do you want to live differently? Or do you just want to stay where you are? Because if your body has been, you know, it's been talking to all of us. And so we got to say, okay, what is it? Or what can I do to maybe get some of this trauma out? To get some of this anger out, to get some of this, you know, just the whole gumbo of unnecessarily, y'all gotta excuse me for that, like unnecessarily feeling and allowing myself to go through things that are unnecessary. Yeah, I love the view around here. Yeah, just the view is beautiful. Until the daggone flies start coming out of nowhere. So that's the whole thing in a nutshell. We really want to connect with ourselves, understand ourselves, and focus more on just knowing who we are, man. And how we work, how we operate, and not depend on somebody, you know what I'm saying, to have us waiting on them to tell us what we need to do when we can take the necessary information and start doing some things to get ourselves together, like cleaning your colon, strengthening your blood, changing your diet, getting out more. I mean, just the whole remedy and realizing and accepting the reality that we may get sick, we may feel sick, and so what can I do? What should I be doing? And if I don't know, I need to talk to some people who I know are living a certain way. They got information, and you know, open-heartedly and open-mindedly being there to receive the information. Yeah. Like I said, when you get sick, all that stuff we got in the house and everything else, that shit don't mean nothing. That's the last thing be on your mind. I'm telling you. You be like, yo, I'm sick, man. Man, I don't want to do nothing but rest and get well. And what I'm really saying here is that we can have the necessary herbs and other things that bring well-being, that we can feel better again, that we can feel whole again, that we can feel, you know what, I'm not where I was, but I know I'm on a road, and I like this journey, I like this road, and I see myself getting better. Because some inconsistencies and frequencies, over time you will start healing, depending on how clogged you are. If you're not all that clogged, the healing starts right away. Boom. But as you declog and you start infusing the body with life again, that's when you're going to say, oh yeah, now I'm starting to see. Because a lot of those bad habits are going to still call you, because that's something that you were used to doing all along. So don't think, oh, well, I'm still craving a Texas fried chicken sandwich, or a Wendy's burger, or I'm still craving this big gulp, or whatever the case may be. That's because it's in your blood. Once you clean your blood, you clean your colon, and you do a cleanse, and you stick to it, and then you elevate doing other things that's going to help your body return back to its proper circuit frequency. Then you'll be like, okay, I don't got to eat ice cream 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't got to have a Snickers 3 o'clock in the morning, or whatever. I'm telling you, it's a process. So in the process, what we want to do in the process is we want to process and get ourselves together, because a lot of this disease, disease, obesity, and this and that, a lot of it is we got it from family members, and we're passing it on to our children. And what you think they're going to do when they get big? They're going to pass it on to their children. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're creating sugar junkies, food junkies, materialistic junkies, and, you know, and I'm not knocking, you know what I'm saying? So don't, oh, why he's saying that? Damn, who he think he is? Nah, I ain't saying that. What I'm saying is that we only get one life in this earth, and then, you know, we go through some other metamorphosis or whatever the case may be. But this is, the earth life is for you to figure out some things. You know what I'm saying? So you can kind of awaken to what it is that you really should be working on. That's why you got this body. You got to take care of yourself. So this is what we really want to do, man. And we want to do it, you know, in love. And, you know, you take little steps. You just make one commitment. And then once you committed to that commitment and you are doing it, then you do another commitment. And then another commitment. And then another commitment. And then that's called a fulfillment of commitments. It's really easy, man. We're not stupid. We just be doubting ourselves. We just be underestimating ourselves because we don't believe in ourselves. And so that's why we don't allow ourselves to fully do what it is that we need to do for ourselves, because we don't commit to ourselves. We've lost who we are. We lost our way. We don't. A lot of us don't even love ourselves. We don't even love ourselves no more. We hate ourselves. And so this is why we are living the way a lot of us are living, because we don't love ourselves. We don't know who we are. We follow a tradition. We followed a crowd. We wanted to be down. And we got lost. And this happened to a lot of us. And so, we have a chance to turn it around. But the thing is, we got to get honest and say, what is it I need to do to make me feel happy again? What happened to me in my life that makes me feel how I feel and how I think now? Am I walking around bitter? Am I angry? Do I got a lot of regrets? You got to look at all of that stuff. Are you mad at your mom? You mad at your father? Are you mad at your family? You mad at your friends? Are you mad at yourself? Are you too nice to people? Are you someone who don't stand up for themselves? You know, so you got to look at all of that stuff, and you got to ask yourself, I need to make some changes. That's it. And you can make a small change, and the small change is for you. It's not for nobody else. Nobody don't gotta know, oh, I'm doing this today. Nope, you keep it to yourself. And then you make one change, you stick to it, you master it, then you start making other changes that you know you need to make. And then as you make those necessary changes, you're going to start feeling more happy and more at peace. And the reason why you're going to feel more happy and more at peace is because you're really looking at, what is my problem? What is my problem? What is my issue? Why do I keep doing this? Why I'm not doing that? What happened? And you got to maybe go back into childhood, go back now, or wherever you are within your moment, and say, okay, I did this, they did that, I shouldn't have did this, blah, 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 and say, okay, what can I do now? Am I still walk around with this shit on my shoulders forever? Or am I going to just say, you know what? I fucked up. I shouldn't have did it. Now what do? I will work on not doing it again, because it does not help me become a better person with myself. That's it. And then as you do that, you will be more at peace. Because you're living for you. You're not living in this earth for nobody else. You know, even with your children, they get a certain age, they grow up, they got their own life. And then you're here stuck with your life. What are you going to do? You still got to be happy. You still got to be happy. So the thing is, you want to look at your life and say, hey, I'm just going to make some little changes, and I'm not going to give up. You know, and I'm going to forgive myself, and I'm going to tell myself, hey, you know what? I mistreated you. I was wrong, but I'm going to start treating us better. And this is what you tell yourself. You tell yourself, self, I'm going to treat us better. Why? Because we're going to be together for a while. Yeah. Most of us is going to be, you're going to be with yourself maybe another 10, 15, 20 years. So, don't you think you should start learning how to do more right by that person within that you're going to be with more, a little bit more longer than anybody else? You trying to make shit right with everybody else, but you don't even make shit right with yourself. That don't make no sense. You trying to fit in and be down with everybody, what they got going on, and you forgot yourself. You forgot, yo, there's things I want to do. I want to be happy. I want to smile. I want to have my day in the sun. All that. And it don't have nothing to do with nobody else. Because you can be around a whole bunch of people and still feel out of place. So you got to learn how to get along with yourself accept yourself, embrace yourself, work on yourself, and do the necessary things that you need to do to get your shit together if that's what you need to do. And it may be a journey that you may have to take by yourself. If you got 1 or 2 people that's supportive of what you're doing, that's something positive, good. But if you don't, you still got you. And so you're going to have to be the one that's going to have to push yourself the hardest, because like I said, you may not have a support system to do it for you. But if you got information, you can get information from various books. The internet got a lot of information. You can talk to a stranger, an elderly person. They can tell you a whole bunch of information. So what I'm really saying here is that the answers are constantly blowing in the wind. When you were born, a lot of things you didn't know, but then over time you learned, right? Okay, that's experience. So the thing is that a lot of what we're learning, a lot of what we're going through, if we are aware, so you want to be aware, those are things that show us what it is we're doing, what it is we ain't doing, why this ain't working, why that ain't working. And it's usually because we are not listening to ourselves, or we're not listening to good information, or we just fucking gave up and we don't care no more because of whatever we may have been through in life. So there's many reasons why, different situations, everybody got on, the suit size you wear. I mean, I can't fit that suit. So we wearing different suits. I may not wear a size 24 shirt, whatever. So the thing is just trying to do the best that you can do, and just being appreciative and not giving up. That's the main thing. Once you give up, it's over. It's over. So, we don't want to give up. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep doing what it is we need to do. And we want to just, look at our life and say, you know what? I gave it my best shot. And then let God deal with whatever he got to deal with and stuff like that. And, that's it, man. So hopefully, if you listen to this live later, because the whole thing was about being sick, and how you should have certain herbs in your house. So if you feel sick, there's certain herbs that you can take that can help you, with your immune system, because you will get sick. Yeah, and so if you get sick or somebody in the house gets sick, you want to just know, okay, this herb is for that. This herb is for that. Okay, let me make a smoothie. Boom, 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 boom. Here, drink this. Okay, and then stick to the regimen, and then, you observe what's going on. That's why you got to have the books. Most information is in books. And there's a lot of YouTube videos you can watch and stuff like that, And, a lot of times, I've met some great doctors where they were not always about take this medicine, take this. A lot of them say, look, what are you eating? Do you do this? Do you do that? I say, well, you got to stop doing that. That's why you got this. That's why you got that, because of X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, you want to ask questions, and you don't want to feel like you're in a situation, a scenario where they know everything, and you're looking at them like a god, and you don't know nothing, and you don't have information to empower yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why, for me, I use my herbs and stuff like that, and I just try my best to keep myself healthy. And like I said, even with all I know, I still felt under the weather, and I looked at, okay, my sleeping habits were off. I wasn't getting my proper rest. So now I started my third day of going to bed before 10 o'clock. Don't eat after 8 o'clock. And so I feel better. Yeah. I feel my energy levels returning. And I'm adding more herbs. You know, watching other stuff to add more onto what I know, because the key is you don't want to be in a situation where, whatever it may be, and you don't got those herbs in your closet to where you can make your smoothie, make your tea, and make yourself feel better. Yeah, because you never know. You cannot make it to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? But if you got your herbs, and you got your sea moss, and you got other things that are good for your well-being, you can slowly, hopefully fix yourself up. And this is what you want to do. You know? So, I think I pretty much covered the whole atmospheric thing. Like I said, this is my journey, you know, and I don't get sick, but when I get sick, I'm like sick. And so I said, shoot, man, I don't like to feel sick because I don't get sick. And that just made me, you know, even more like, yesterday I took some beets, I took burdock, I took yellow dog, what else I took? I took milk thistle. I made me like a serious blood infusion concoction. Yeah, and I've been nursing it. Like, I drank some yesterday, I drank the rest today, and I still got two more. And I still got 2 more jars left, and I've been nursing it, man. That's it. Yeah. And so the main thing is you want to be on board, you know, of just committing to yourself and doing certain things pertaining to what you need to do that's going to be advantageous for your health. This is what we want to do. At least try to take care of ourselves. You know, because like I said, you may not have family members nearby who's going to run to your aid and try to save you and drive you, help you and all that, keep the house together or whatever. So you want to make sure I'm taking care of myself, because I can't depend on my family. I don't have a bunch of friends that's going to knock on the door. Yo, are you okay over there? I'm just checking up on you or calling you. You don't have that. So this is why. So this is why you want to make sure that, you know, you're taking care of yourself. All right, so, and as y'all see, it's beautiful out here, and I got more than 20 minutes of sun today. You know, and I'm going to tell you, I kind of had to tell myself, yo, go outside, man. You know, stick to your routine. I want to say this too. Once you start the new routine, you want to stick to it. Because some days, once you start feeling better, your mind gonna say, man, you feeling good. You don't gotta do that. No, that's when you do it even more. Because sometimes you trick yourself. You be like, oh, I'm okay now, I'm good. I don't need to do that anymore. No, you still need to continue doing the regimen. Continue doing the thing that has got you where you are, that's keeping you together, and that's making you feel more better about yourself. And then after you learn more about it, you get more information, you keep adding on, and then it'll all come together like a brand new leather. I'm the Cosmic Shaman.